your last go around. Tell me how important this is to you.
I mean, this is everything. This is why I came to Buffalo, New York, to compete in this tournament. To hopefully win it. Year and a half is going to basically come down to this. This is how our senior class is going to go out. This is how we're going to remember. It's how you finish. It's a very cutthroat thing when you play in the MAAC tournament because usually only one team makes it to the NCAA tournament. That's probably what's going to happen this year. Is the winner is going to be the only bid going in. So it's all or nothing, and that's how we're thinking. And we have to have a very good week of practice.
All of your individual success this year and the attention, but does that really go side? Would you put all of that away to make it in the NCAA tournament?
Of course. In the NCAA tournament, that's something you dream about as a little kid. The individual accolades, that's all cool and well. I mean, to get some of those, it makes your team do something right because you're winning those games. That's the only way you get those awards. But yeah, I mean, everything comes down to this. Those really, when I mean it, I mean it when I say those really mean nothing. Towards compared to the NCAA tournament, that's what you work for. That's why I'm here. Hopefully that's what we're doing on Mondays. Come down to that.
This program's kind of had a tough run in the tournament. They've gotten bounced early recently. What do you have to do to get over the hump?
We got to come out strong. We swept Siena this year, but that goes right out the door too. Because you lose 2-1 once, it doesn't matter if you finish 2-1. That one loss is huge. Beating a team 3 times in 1 year is going to be extremely difficult. They have a fantastic coach over there. They're going to come out all fiery, ready to go. They're playing well lately. So we're going to have to come out, and our defense is going to have to set the tone for us. And we failed to do that a lot this year. Believe me when I tell you, we understand that. That's what we're going to work for during practices. Again, to flow defensively, get out in transition. That's where I feel like I'm at my best, where I can set up my teammates, make plays for myself. So we really have to tighten the screws up on defense, and I think we'll do that, and we'll come out hot.
How do you think you guys are playing heading into this tournament?
We slipped up against Manhattan. Manhattan, they got us, but we fought back. We were down 16, and we fought back to tie that game up, which is big. It's not easy to do that, especially at their place. We played extremely well versus Ryder. We played well in our 2-3 zone. That worked very well for us. You saw us get on transition. We were able to spread the floor. I was able to make plays for other guys. They were able to knock down shots. So we got a good collective effort. And I think going into the tournament, everyone's confidence is up, which is big.
Siena's red hot. They haven't lost since the 3 overtime game. Are you seeing anything different that they're doing on film?
Haven't, to tell you the truth, not yet. I haven't watched too much yet. I watched a bit of that Quinnipiac game. For them to beat those guys there, that's not an easy task. Patos has him playing some defense. He has him rebounding. That's what he does. That's what he preaches. They got some great players, and they got a lot of freshmen who are really starting to get their confidence, get their feet wet. So we're going to be expecting, to them to come out hot, them to, hit us with that first punch, but we'll be ready for it.
In a tournament format like this, they say one guy can really carry someone. So you being the leader and the leading scorer, are you going to maybe be a little more aggressive than usual?
I'm going to be extremely aggressive. This is it. You get 40. Everything comes down to 40 minutes at a time, and I got to be extremely aggressive. And that doesn't mean me take every single shot. That means making drives and breaking presses and making the game easier on my teammates. And that's something I have to do as a senior leader. You have to be ready to take on that load. You can't look at anyone else but yourself. And I'm ready for that.
But if you see defenses like Manhattan throw at you when they really try to take you away, how important is it to get the other guys involved?
It's extremely important because, and Manhattan's very good at doing that. They work at stuff like that, doing those junk defenses. They work at traps. They work at, bouncing back, and they play really hard. So yeah, it's extremely important to get my teammates involved because they're just going to get the ball out of my hands. So when they're making plays, and they're able to make them pay, it will be extremely tough to beat.
What's your confidence level? Do you think you guys can do this?
Yeah, I know we can do this. All 4 seniors, we got this whole team steering in the right direction. This is what we want. This is why Chris Perez came here. This is why I came here. This is why ultimately Jordan came here and why Chris came here 4 years ago. It comes down to this, and we're going to take it 40 minutes at a time. But if our defense is setting the tone and we're rebounding the basketball, I think we'll be okay.
Any thoughts on a possible matchup with Iona?
Siena first.
Thank you, Billy.